Who's there? What was that?
I'm warning you. I can make you the opposite of living.
What is dead cannot die.
What do you want, man? It's getting close to bedtime.
I'm not here to try and do weird stuff to you, if that's what you're thinking. I lost something, and I need it replaced.
Yes, my first customer.
What can I do you for?
The next day.
So, have you started my project yet?
I'm gonna get working on it. Just give me a sec, okay? Let's get a little of light in here.
I hate the light.
Well, I can't see without it, so. Got back from work, have the plasma cut pieces, and an extra piece of sheet steel here. Yes, looks like we have plenty. At least your hand's got something to slide up and down on there. 3/8 by 5 inches. I don't know what I was thinking because I didn't have anything. Stop at Menards, grab some brass rods, some epoxy, some clamps, literally a little bit of everything. So I have decided I am not going to sharpen these. I'm gonna let Noob do that. How does that sound, buddy?
No tip.
I'm not trying to kill myself.
Here I'm just scoring the metal to give the epoxy something to bite to.
This is supposed to come with some kind of popsicle stick. And it probably did, and I dropped it somewhere, now I can't find it, but.
Now I'm starting to cut a few pieces of the brass rod to pin the handle down. I couldn't really think of a good way to deburr and chamfer the ends, so I got a little funky with it. Just made me really feel like a man.
Waiting for that to dry, might as well get the workout in for the day. Okay, it's been about an hour. I'm sure they're not all the way cured yet. Kind of interested to see how much.
Next, I'm drawing out a few spots where the brass pin will sit. My idea was to drill the holes through both the wood and steel while they were clamped together, but this didn't really work out.
See, I'm not worried about getting through the walnut. It's that steel, and then how straight is it going to be, you know?
It didn't work out because of, one, I couldn't hold the drill straight enough. This in return wobbled out the holes and made them too big for the brass pins. But that wouldn't have been the end of the world. The end came when I flipped the piece over and tried to drill out the holes for the magnets.
Oh, shit.
Amateur.
Okay, good news is it wasn't that bad of a mess up. I got extra walnut block. Even better news, all the holes were already drilled, so everything matches up perfectly. Bad news, it's just gonna take another hour, hour and a half. Not too bad though. Meanwhile, my phone's at 3%, so I'm gonna do that off camera since you already seen it. It is the next day. I'm gonna go finish this project up. I'm gonna dimple the side of it. Give it a little pop. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, but that should hold it in place. Okay, so I got an idea.
That idea started with cutting another piece of brass rod, chamfering it, and giving it a good test fit. This is the underlying mechanism that allows me to constrain all but 1 degree of freedom. Just a simple alignment pin. My solution for the last degree was also pretty simple. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm a pretty simple guy.
I like this one. He's alright.
All I did was take a small piece of some of this leftover 7-gauge material, use the angle grinder, and cut out a bracket. It works like this.
2 flanges here, it's allowed to rotate, and I'm just basically gonna put a stop right in there, and then obviously grind off the rough edges.
So I headed over to my Harbor Freight welder, which has been surprisingly working quite well.
Okay. Obviously we are gonna grind that off now.
But lo and behold, when you're rushing to get a project done, you don't quite account for everything.
You never guess what I did. I freaking welded it on the wrong side.
I take back what I said earlier.
Yeah. Good stuff. Let's backtrack to that again. Okay, back to it. It's correct now. Now I just need to finish grinding the handles. Basically, that's gonna go together. Boom, and then locks in place.
For the handle, I had 2 3/4-inch blocks of walnut that needed to be sanded down to a more comfortable size. And I thought it would be cool if I made the grips ergonomic. But
I try to just do a bunch of random patterns, maybe like a spot for your thumb to go. The other side was ideal for fingers, but then I turn around and realize that your fingers actually wrap around the front. I think it looks cool though, except for the fact that it's trying to slice off your fingers every time. All the weight from the top of the blade comes down and gets your fingers right in.
after I got the handles pretty much where I wanted them, I used the flap disc to grind a slight bevel into the material. I know I said I wasn't going to sharpen it, but this is just giving me a reference line to go back and grind after it's painted.
Very nice.
I could have left the whole thing black, but I figured grinding out a false bevel would give these a little depth. And that's it, guys. I think these things turned out pretty sweet. It's unfortunate though I finished them after Halloween. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you thought down in the comments. I haven't decided whether or not I want to make a test video, so if there's enough interest, I will. I'm sure Noob will love these. What do you think, man?
You know, I was expecting a lot worse, but you didn't do that bad. Can I do the outro?
Oh, sure, I suppose.